This is WLMJ, Internet Radio Station. I am your host, B. Bluntly, and this is
your host, D Voice.
And the topic of today is dating a married man. We have an unidentified mistress that will be talking about that today.
Ooh, how juicy.
So this is B. Bluntly. We're going to just get right into it. And the first question is, how was it dating a married man?
It was interesting. There was a lot of ups and downs, ins and outs. And in the end, I was the loser. And it was not fun. In the beginning, it was fun, but I really didn't set out to do that. It was not my intention to even date a married man. I didn't wake up one morning and say, "Ooh, I think I want to fuck somebody's husband."
So how did it all start?
I had just came home from and I was in the islands. I was on an island called Barbados. I was there for over a year, and I had just came home, and I was really happy to be back in the States. I hadn't seen anybody, and a friend of mine was having a party, this really big backyard party, and I was just really anxious and excited to get there. And my guy talked to my god sister, and I'm like, "Look, let's go to this party." I hadn't seen her, and we gonna kick it, we gonna have a good time. I just can't wait. We going to the store because I like to drink wine, so we trying to get our drinks and everything. And it's this man in the grocery store. We checking out. He just staring at me, and I'm just like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And I'm like, "Well, he ain't bad looking." So we walk out the store. He walking all slow and shit, like he got some molasses or some shit in his drawers or something. I don't know. And I looked at him and I'm like, "Is this something that you want to say to me? Because you smiling and grinning all in my face." "Well, as a matter of fact, it is." And I'm like, "Okay, what is it?" So he went on. I said, "Wait a minute. First, let me ask you a question. Are you married?" And he stood there and looked at me and smiled. And he said, "Yes, I'm married." I'm like, "Oh no, this is a no. I'm not doing this." So I don't know. I was just drawn to him physically. It was just like, oh, he is just so attractive. And I'm like, "Well, no." So I don't know. He just reached over and kissed me on my neck. And I'm just like, "Oh, that." I said, "Well, no, if you wasn't married, this would be something different." He's like, "Well, I play in a band, maybe you can come by and just listen to some music." And he gave me this card. So me and my sister was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." Because at this time, I'm really trying to get to this other party. So we went to the party, and I didn't even think about this man no more. As a matter of fact, I had went to see somebody else, and I really wasn't feeling him, so I came back.
So next.
I had went to Milwaukee to see him, and I called my sister. I'm like, "Look, let me tell you something. You need to pick me up at such and such on Halsted because I'm not doing this." So she came and got me, and so we went back to the house. And I think it was maybe about a week later. Um, we was bored. It was on a Sunday. I'll never forget it. And I'm like, "I want to do something. Let's do something." And I'm like, "What is it to do?" So I was messing around with my purse, and then this card fell out, and I'm like, "Oh, he did tell me about this band or something he playing." I'm like, "Oh, come on, let's go see the band. That ain't gonna hurt nothing to go see live entertainment." Worst mistake I could have ever made. I'm just keeping it real. Worst mistake I could have ever made. Do you hear me? Because when I got there, it was all downhill from there. And he was playing the music, and this man all buff and looking all good, and he could play the congas real good. I mean, just the alpha male. I'm just like, "Oh, I'm really feeling this." And so he was like, "Well, maybe, we could do something after us." I'm like, I'm not going with you. No. So I got back in the truck with my sister, and I'm like, "Girl, come on, let's go. I ain't going nowhere with that man." So he was like, "Well, can I call you?" I'm like, "Oh, it ain't gonna hurt to call." And see, I knew then when I went there and saw him, I knew then where this shit was really going. Mm-hmm. And at that point, I was already there, and it was like, maybe, and that's how it started.
So what was so attracting about him? What attracts you so much that you just, made you so curious?
He had some money.
That'll do
He had some money. He had a good job. He was a construction worker, and he just wasn't any construction worker. He was like leading stuff and making big decisions about a lot of things. And I think it was the money, and he was attractive, and he was a good fuck. I mean, I couldn't. Once I went there with him, it was like, okay, this is it. I'm in now, so I don't know. Then I had told myself, and I told my God, I said, "Oh my God, I'm not gonna do this long." It was like a means to an end for me because I had just came back and I didn't have a job, and it was like, okay, I need certain things, and this man really wanted to provide these things for me. But see, here's the deal with that. Here's where I went wrong in my thinking. It was never about me. Men will spend money and pay for whatever they want. Okay. So it was never about me. It was about him. And I'm not going to say that the man did not fall for me or did not care about me, but it was just really all about him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and I have to say it was about me at the time too. So it was like we was really using each other at that, and at the time. But then I went to Fantasy Island thinking that I'm gonna be with this man because we had been together, and I'm thinking, oh well, he's always talking about what's not right, and I'm breaking my neck trying to be all this woman for him because he's claiming that all these things are wrong and blah blah blah, and I'm just falling for the shit.
So do you think he was a narcissist in the relationship?
Of course he was a narcissist, and I probably was too.
So what was some of the events that made you see that he was a narcissist?
Some of the things that what made me think that he was really narcissistic was the fact that he always wanted to throw his money around.
Mm-hmm.
He always wanted to be that, well, I got the money, so this is how it's going to go. He just really thought that his money ruled everything.
Yeah. Do you think he was controlling?
Oh yeah, he tried it.
You said try.
He tried it. Okay. So since he was controlling, how did you see yourself as a dominatrix in this particular situation?
Well, when you see that a person is trying to control you and you really know what's going on, you really play dumb, and you dumb yourself down to make them believe that you're actually falling for the shit, and make them believe that they're actually in control when they really ain't controlling shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a way of doing that. And I would lie. I would tell all kind of lies just to get what I wanted. I'll make up some shit in a minute.
I have a real good question for you. Do you feel like y'all was using the 48 laws of power on each other?
Girl, he ain't know nothing about no 48 laws of power. He didn't know about it consciously. He may have done it subconsciously, but I whipped his ass in that department.
So the thing,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
God. So would you say the things he did for you, was it more beneficial for him or you?
I think it was beneficial for both of us, but towards the end, I think it was more beneficial for him than me.
How so?
Because we as women are emotional creatures, and I was emotionally tied to this motherfucker, okay? And his ass wasn't emotionally tied to shit because he was still going home to his wife. feed me all these lies about, oh, we're not going to be together and blah, 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 blah. And he really showed his ass when I got sick and I needed him to be there and he wasn't there. I was pretty much done at that point. It was just like, you know what? You have got to be joking. I done put in all this time and energy and effort.
So what
And
type of
this is
effort?
what's
I'm sorry. What type of effort did you put into the relationship?
girl playing wife, cooking, doing all kinds of playing the wife role, and I wasn't a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That'll get us every time.
So looking back at on the past situation, if your older self could tell your younger self something that would be beneficial, what would it be?
Don't fuck with nobody else's husband, boyfriend, friend, whatever. Don't do it because it's not worth being in that triangle. Because if they've already got a foundation established with somebody else, believe me, they're not going to leave for you. And then there's going to always be a trust issue because the foundation was shaky. You did not build it on a solid ground. You built it on a shaky ground. And when you don't build stuff from a foundation level, all it's gonna do is topple over and fall and break, and that's what happened.
Why do you think women we fall for that? As women, we fall for
some women convince themselves that this is the type of relationship they want because they want to say, oh, I'm in control of it, I can do what I want to do, he married and he can't tell me what to do, which is a bunch of bullshit because it depends on what type of married man you fucking with. Now if you're fucking with somebody that's really actually taking care of you and doing the things that they need to do for you, you are not going to be so quick to go out here and be doing some other shit with somebody else. So therefore that puts you in a trap right there.
It's true.
That makes sense.
Now don't get me wrong, I was still creeping.
Okay.
Well, no motherfucker gonna have that much control over me that I was not gonna do what I want to do. Now I may not have did it a lot, but I was definitely creepy.
Do you feel he took up most of your time?
I felt he tried to dominate my time, and I felt like he didn't want nobody else to be around me, and he tried to isolate me, people, and yeah, I do.
So,
he wanted to be in charge, because like I said, it was just all about the fact that he was spending his money.
Yeah. So do you think he wasted your time?
No, actually, I don't. He taught me some things about myself.
What are some of those things?
I used to think that he wasted my time, but no, he just taught me about the type of man that I didn't want in my life, and he taught me about how to treat myself. So no, he didn't waste my time. It was something that I needed to go through, and see, now that I've experienced it, it's something that I'm never wanting to deal with ever again in my life because it's not good.
Yeah, definitely.
Because right now I'm in therapy right now over this.
How has that helped you? How has therapy helped you so far?
Being able to express my feelings and to say how I feel about certain things and just how to place things and unpack the shit, because I had it packed in me for a minute and I was running around here being resentful and upset and pissed off, and I played the blame game a little bit, but hell, I had to take responsibility for the shit myself because I could have said no, but I didn't. And the thing about it is, what I get mad about with dealing with married men, why is it that the mistress is always a fucking hard motherfucker? You knew you got a wife. Why you blaming me for the shit?
Accountability.
Take accountability.
You don't want to hold. These women don't want to hold these men accountable for shit. Oh, she knew he was married, bitch. He knew he was married too. I didn't have no motherfucking commitment to that bitch. You did.
You did. Yes.
And I'm a firm believer. If it's a situation in relationships with me, I'm not messing with no female. Now, if you a bitch that's in my face trying to be my friend and we kicking it and then you screw my man, yeah, I'm gonna drag your ass from sea to shiny sea.
Yeah. Yeah, you took it to a deeper level. You got to know me. We were supposed to be friends. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get with your ass.
Yeah.
But if it's somebody strange that I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting with you. Cause I ain't mad. If my beef ain't with you,
Yeah.
my beef is with him. And if I'm checking his ass and you happen to be there, you might want to stay your ass out of it because I'm not fucking with you. Because I don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to bring your ass over here and jump in some shit that you ain't got no business jumping in, I'm gonna fuck you up. Period.
Because he
You know,
started all of this.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You
He
know,
sought
just
you
like
out. Yeah.
right, just like the situation when I was with the guy that I was with, and his wife winded up in the same place. We was right there looking at each other, and I was like, okay, you know what? My ass is really wrong for this shit. I might need to leave. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
wasn't getting ready to
Yeah.
jump up in this. How the fuck I look jumping up in this woman's face about
Mm-hmm.
her husband? Okay, not just her
Yeah.
man, but her
Her
husband.
husband. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How I
Yeah.
look doing that? So
Yeah.
I'm like, look, you know what? I need to leave. And he's like, no, 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 no. You don't need to leave. I'm gonna take care of this. And which he did. He made her leave, which I thought was really strange. But
That's really strange.
That's beyond strange.
well, I was prepared to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They act
You
like they
know,
had a Jada Pink and Will Smith relationship.
Open relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
well, I'm pretty sure she was doing her thing too.
Yeah.
And see, you know, he had separated from his wife. She had left him, and I just knew that after that, that you know, him and I was really gonna be together. And no, because I guess he thought about the fact that he had been married to this woman for 30 years, and she was gonna take half of everything he got. She was gonna get the house, half his
Mm-hmm.
pension, half his social security, and whatever else she could get. Which guess what? I ain't mad at her because I'd have did the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
So I'm not mad at
Exactly.
her.
Right.
And I ain't got nothing bad to say about his wife because I don't know her. I don't know her.
Right. Right. What was her response at that moment when you saw her? Like, did she
No,
see you, and what was
yeah,
her
she saw me.
response?
We looked right at each other, and she was
Oh,
like, she didn't say nothing. She just looked, and then he got up and got her out of there really quick. And she had her two sisters with her, and I'm like, you know what? This shit could go left real quick. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking around because I'm saying to myself, okay, I need something because if I have to fight up in here, I'm gonna have to fuck everybody up.
You was always ready. Always ready. That's what I like about you. Was always ready. You never knew. Always ready. Oh man.
Look, I'm like, I need to see a picture of your wife. I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to stalk her or anything like that, but I can't have nobody running up on me knowing what I
mm-hmm.
look like and I don't know what's coming. No, I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So he showed me a picture of her because just for that reason. And see, he ought to consider himself fortunate that he didn't have one of them psycho crazy ass bitches that would have went to his motherfucking
Mm-hmm.
house and rung his
Yeah.
doorbell and shit.
Yeah. And told him to come on outside.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
See, I could have been that bitch, but it's like,
Mm-hmm.
for what? What is that gonna do? What would that have done for me except for made me look stupid?
Or go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I ain't going to jail without a purpose.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That ain't the purpose. Come on, I tell you, right. If
But
I'm good, it's for that. It's something else higher. Yeah, I got you.
it seems like he was using you to make her jealous.
He didn't give a fuck about her being jealous. See, all he cared about was doing what he wanted to do, getting his ego stroked, getting some sex he ain't never had before, and just doing him. And I don't even think he even cared about her being jealous.
I don't think he cared about it either.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Period. Yeah.
No, I don't know. He didn't give a fuck about her being jealous. He did not care.
It was all about him.
I lived with this man for 2 months straight on the job site, and she knew I was there, but she didn't come.
Mm. Mm.
She don't care about nothing but getting her bills paid. At this point, she don't give a fuck what he do with his dick. She don't care. All she know is she ain't got to pay no mortgage. She ain't got to pay no lights. She ain't got to pay no gas. She ain't got to pay for shit. Whenever she wants something, he gonna do it. And I guess she was like, this good enough for her at this point.
So at this point, how do you feel about him in this present moment?
Oh, I have no animosity towards him. Matter of fact, I talk to him from time to time. He'll call me and I laugh and talk with him and tell him how fucked up he is. See, let me tell you something. You never cut your nose off to spite your face, okay? My thing is this: I ain't never fucking with that man no more. But if push came to shove and I really needed something from him for real, he do it. But he would also understand that you ain't getting shit.
You ain't getting no nookie.
And that gotta be for real expressed
Oh yeah, but
and understood.
I don't even want him like that. But I'm just saying, no, I ain't gonna cut my nose off to spite my face. I entertain him when I feel like it. It's a pandemic. Sometimes I just want to have a conversation. I just laugh and talk and be like, "Hey, so what y'all doing over there? So how's it going? How's it going in the pandemic? Everybody loving on each other over there?"
All right. Come on, let's get real. You enjoy the fact that he's stuck over there.
I be petty. Yes, I do. I be petty.
So if you was married and this was a flip situation, would you confront the mistress?
Oh no. My problem ain't with her. My problem is with him. I'm married to him. He married to me. She ain't married to neither one of us.
That's true.
We made the commitment to each other. Now, if the mistress is somebody that I know, oh, we got issues. If it's somebody that's been in my house and
ate your food,
yeah, I'd have to choke that hoe out. But other than that, no. And I teach my daughter the same thing because even when I had boyfriends and their girlfriends would confront me and ask me questions, I would just look at them and be like, "What are you talking about? That's just my friend. That's just my friend." And my sister has watched me do this on numerous occasions. She has watched women call my phone on a consistent basis, trying to make me say that I'm fucking a man, but I'm not doing that. For what? What is it gonna do for me? I still want to fuck him.
So if I tell you, it's gonna stop. Realest thing I have heard. Oh wow.
she ain't messing up our good thing. Tell her on
that's right. We're gonna go there. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they call my phone all the time. And my man, and girl, you know what? I don't know what you talking about. Why are you calling me? You know what? No, I'm not. But okay, if you want to believe that, you can believe whatever you want to believe. But you need to really stop calling me because I am not the person. Okay? I'm pretty sure you got a whole Rolodex of other bitches to call. So you might want to start with them.
Do you see yourself being with someone anytime soon, or that's something later down the line?
I don't want to be bothered with nobody right now. I'm working on me right now.
Good.
I'm working on me. I need a break, honey. I've been out here in these streets for many years doing a whole lot of shit. And I need this time. And sometimes I just lay back and I just laugh at the shit I used to do, and it's funny. I just be like, I amaze myself. I'll be like, damn, I did that. And I got away with it too.
And survived it, right. If you could do it all over again, would you?
Minus the married man.
You had a ball. Is there anything different you would do though? If you could do it all over again?
As far as what?
As far as the relationships and how they ended.
If I could do some things differently, I probably would have. Nah. Now that I think about it, nah.
You say they deserved everything they got when they
And then some.
Nah.
Nah.
No, I'm like Sherry from Coming to America. Nah. When Eddie Murphy asked her, did she want to give it all up? She said, nah. Mm-mm.
What is the biggest regret, if any?
Just being with just being with somebody's husband. If I could change that, because I believe in karma, and I'm really trying to work on my debt with that, because what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? And it goes full circle. And I got shit to pay for. So maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm not in such a hurry to get in a relationship, because I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get around this karma.
Oh. Okay.
Because I got some shit coming. Now, you know, I'm a Buddhist, so I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo to work on lessening my debt, my karmic distribution for the karma that I have done. But I don't know how it's gonna come back. So it's like, you know, I don't know. So yeah, that's the regret that I have, and because I believe in karma, and you know, you can't escape the shit, you know.
And is this your first time ever really being in a relationship with a married man?
Well, this is my first time being a mistress. Now, I have had maybe about 3 affairs in my younger years with married men. And what I mean by affairs is and I had a really good job, but I had a daughter, and it was really expensive for us to go on these trips to Disney World and all these different things I wanted to do. So I worked in an environment where I met a lot of men every day. So I would consider them clients. I didn't have any type of connection to them. I didn't care about their families. I didn't get to know them. You know, you saw me, I saw you. It's going to cost you $300. What you want to do? It was one of those sort of things. And I had maybe about 3 different people I was dealing with like that. And it afforded me the life that I wanted to live along with my job. Because I wasn't working 2 jobs, so I worked on my feet by day and on my back by night. So you could pretty much say I was a call girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was never going to be nobody's hoe or prostitute. And I wasn't going to be a side chick, because I don't understand this $40 shit. What's that?
I don't know either. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if that was in a song, in hip hop. I don't know where that came from. But this is what it is right now. I'm like, whoa,
you think, you know, $40 in a bag of weed and a drink. No, that's a side chick.
That's a shame too.
But I'm just saying, you know, when motherfucker come tell me up $40, the fuck you want me to do with that?
You could barely fill your gas tank up with that.
I'm like, who the fuck came up with this? What's $40? You better add a couple of more zeros behind that. At least we need to start off with 1.
So how has this impacted your spiritual, your mental, and everything? How has it impacted you?
It has impacted me in ways of knowing how to treat myself and others, and ask myself, you know, would I want anybody to do the things that I've done to them, to me? So it's taught me it's impacted me in ways of respecting myself and respecting others, because I've been so disrespectful.
So with that, what are the triggers? Sorry about that. With that, what are the triggers? What are your triggers?
What do you mean?
What are your triggers? Since you're in therapy, and I know you're still working on yourself, what are your triggers? If you're thinking about it mentally, or if you happen to be out someplace, what would bring a memory up for you to be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, or let me rethink that? What's a trigger word, or a memory, or a trigger of some sort?
What, to make me feel like I shouldn't have done it?
Yeah.
That's a good question. That's a real good question. You know what? When I think about being alone, because had I not, the reason why I say that is because when you put yourself in a situation and live in a fantasy island with somebody else's husband, and they're spending all this time with you, and you think that this is your man at this point in your brain, but you really know that it's not. And then when you have that alone time, and you by yourself, and you thinking about all the things that you and that person would be doing, it's a trigger to make you say, well, damn, had I not done that, I wouldn't be feeling this way.
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely one of my triggers.
Okay. So, what message would you like to tell married men?
Let me tell you, this is what I want to tell you, motherfucker. Leave single women alone when you know you have no intentions on leaving your wife. If it's not working in your relationship, get a divorce. Work on yourself. Then get in another relationship. But why bring another person into a triangle when you know that you're not going to be able to please two people? Because somebody gonna always be mad. You can't please everybody, and you can't split yourself in half. So stop opening up desire in women and hurting them, and then leaving them to hang out to dry while you be at home with your wife, and then you guys have a cycle with this shit. I wasn't his first goddamn rodeo. I was the second one. And believe me, there's probably one now. Because I ain't special. And my thing is, if you ain't respecting your wife, you ain't respecting no damn body. You ain't even respecting yourself. Have some motherfucking respect for yourself. Have some motherfucking respect for them vows you made. And and we as single women that's fucking with these married men, we need to get our shit together too. We need to stop thinking that it's okay to do that. It feel good, but it's not good for you. So, I'm not only speaking to married men, single women need to stay out of that shit too.
That's true.
It's an entanglement of both ends, yeah.
Right. So, some of the shit I did was trash. I shouldn't have did it. But my thing is this: everybody commits sin, so don't pass judgment on me for the way that I sin, because one sin is no bigger than another one. But people have a way of judging people.
That's true.
Oh, well, you fucking man, do you fucking around with that married man? Well, shit, you eat too goddamn much, so that's the sin.
That's the sin, glutton. Come on now. Let's speak the truth. Yes.
I just happen to want to fuck you. You just want to eat. So I mean, what's the difference? It's a sin.
Yeah.
So people really need to stop being judgmental and stop judging people if you don't know why they doing what they doing. Even though that is wrong, and I'm calling myself out on my own bullshit, because that's what it was. I'm still a human being, and I have feelings and emotions, and we're not going to always do the right thing. And I don't feel like people should be always beating up on a person. And what be killing me is it be people that be doing the same shit, if not worse, that's always talking shit.
That's true.
Say that.
Judging me, and you running around fucking the pastor, and he got a wife. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So people really need to check themselves when they doing that, because it's really not fair. We all do some fucked up shit, and we all did some shit that we ain't proud of.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about me is, I'ma own everything that I've done. I'ma own it because that's how you grow. You cannot grow by not owning the shit that you have done in your life.
That's true.
If you keep trying to sweep it under the rug and blame everybody else for it, you ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gonna be this crazy person, really. That's what you're gonna be. Crazy. Because you want to blame everything on, oh no, it wasn't my fault. No, he did this to me. He did, yeah, he did a whole lot of shit to me. But had I not been there for it, guess what? He couldn't have did it. Can't nobody do no more to you than you allow them to do. And sometimes our feelings and emotions get us caught up. And see, the good news is I didn't have enough sex. If I don't never have no more, I'm good.
So it's over. I'm done. I'm done.
It's like, I mean, look, at this point in a relationship, now I remember you asking me this question. Here's the type of relationship that I desire at this point in my life. If I get married again, I just want to be married. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I'm not doing any of that shit. We need a maid. If I want to cook, I cook. If I don't, we going out. We gonna travel. You need to have some money. I don't even if I ain't got a fucking dime, you still need to have some. What else? I want somebody that's loyal. Somebody's just, that we have a lot in common with each other. And I want somebody that's generous and don't mind spending their damn money. Because you can get a man with some money and his ass still be tight and stingy as hell and don't want to do nothing. I don't want that kind of man. I done been through enough shit with these men. When you start offering them and doing everything for them and kissing their ass, they don't appreciate that shit. They like the bitch in you.
Say that again for the people in the
Men
back.
appreciate the bitch in you.
On that note, this is WLMJ, and the topic was dating a married man, and this was our mistress of the day. Thank
Fire!
you.
Yes.
Welcome.